who have you seen around, and like who was next to you in the photo?
Oh my God, it was an incredible lineup because you had Stephanie Shue next to me, who was a great buddy. Then next to her was Diane Warren. Then next to her was Jerry Bruckheimer. And then right in front of me was Colin. So I was like, oh, so we were up there causing trouble.
You were the trouble.
Like, we were up there like, okay, because you're on the top row, so you're literally just watching everyone walk up, and we were just being idiots.
Yes,
so,
and you clap. You have to clap for everyone.
I did not clap that long. I literally looked at Colin and I was like, people have been clapping for 14 minutes. They're like, how do we sustain this? At one point, I just did this because I was like, oh my God, but it was fun. It was really fun.
I think what's so special about this season, especially as we go into the Oscars, starting with today, is just the friendships that form with the fellow nominees. Have you experienced that? Because you see each other so much at these events.
You know, Jamie Lee Curtis and I have become such great friends, and but at the same time, just breaking each other, just causing chaos. And so we have this thing of always being in monochromatic together. So I saw her and I was like, oh, here we go again. But also, we look great together. But it's great. I don't know. That's another thing that's been so great is that most of these people are my contemporaries. Like there are people along the way that I've either worked with or I've admired in some way or I'm gonna work with in some capacity. So it's just been fun. It's really just been. I also compared it to us being like that detention class that it feels like a weird distorted breakfast club because we're all it's just like being ruckus and silly, but also celebrating amazing work and just really happy for them.
I love this so much. Okay, so take me back to the film. Obviously, I know it's very serious and not the funnest of things to shoot, but is there a moment, a day, like a special movie-making day that you remember from being on set where you're like, wow, I make movies for a living?
You know, the one thing that stands out is that after almost every take that I did with Jennifer, she would literally come and be like, you're going to get nominated for an Oscar, and then just walk off. And I was like, what? Why do you keep doing that? And like, stop doing that. And what's crazy is that for the rest of my life, I will have to tell her, thank you, you were right, which I think is what she wanted. But like, I don't know, you had a group and an ensemble of people who got together to tell a story about just, you know, this walk of life that we go through that involves grief, that involves loss. One of the most amazing ensembles ever, from like Linda Eamon to Jane Hudeshell, Stephen McKinley Henderson, and our director Lila Neugebauer, who I've known for almost 20 years, who has seen me. She's known that this was possible for me, and has held that vision for me, and didn't give me anywhere to hide, and really nurtured my performance in a way that I've never experienced. And you know, also my co-star Jennifer Lawrence, you know, to be able to do this this kind of story with her, to go back to that kind of grassroots storytelling where she started, was truly something to see. And so I don't know, it never felt muscled, it never felt hard. It really felt like we were just telling a story that we felt needed to be told through these characters that you wanted to see begin somewhere and create something new.
I gotta tell you, I was at the Oscars when Jennifer was nominated for her first Oscar. And there was a moment where like interviewing and Jack Nicholson came up and was like, I'm a fan, like, you're really good, like, hey, and she was like, oh my God, like, did she give you, and she was like the one causing chaos. Did she give you any advice on how to handle the pressure of this, and now that...
Don't trip. Because I was like, I don't have a gown to cover mine, but like, you know, she's been really supportive. You know, like, she's somebody that doesn't take a lot of this too seriously. She really just wants to meet good people and do good work. And so in that essence, it's never been anything too heavy. You know, she has been incredible support. We text each other and just call each other names and just like, you know, but she's been a good friend through this, so I'm very grateful.